Steve's writing stories. He's writing more than a few. So come on, lend an ear. He's gonna tell him to you. Tell him to you. Something from the brain of Steve Saylor.
Do you know how cool it is to say I've got a theme song? I always wanted one, but I never had one up until 2009 when I was putting out my short story collection called the Caffeine Collection, which I only just realized it's actually, you can't really find that anywhere online. I don't know why. I think I had it set up with another site and I just never posted it anywhere. Well, I posted it everywhere, but it was kind of weird. I should put that back online. There was some great stories that came out. Now, granted, I've split off some of those stories from that collection into its own thing, which you can go to stevesaylor.net /stories, and you can see some of the stories that were there. But that was a cool collection. It was actually fun to put together. And I actually had some really cool, basically turned into an awesome audiobook that was produced with some of my friends. So, yeah, I should put that out. But anyway, thank you to Jeff Smith for creating that for me. I asked him, because he created, I don't know if anyone watches iJustine on YouTube, but you remember that theme song she had? I'm not going to sing it, but it was the Ask IJ theme. I asked him, because I was working with him on this short story collection, and I asked him, could you be able to create me a quick little jingle theme song? And he did, and it sounds amazing. Man, I love that freaking thing. I'm going to use that a lot more this year. So, hi. Welcome back. I'm Steve Saylor, and this is Too White for 30, the podcast edition. I just popped the P's on the mic. Damn it. There's no pop. Oh, well, I just hit the mic. There's no pop filter on this thing. I'm in a radio studio. And that's the thing. I got to really get back into knowing the proper technique for microphones. I know how to probably use a microphone, but sometimes I get a little bit carried away, and I go back to my old habits of getting really, really close to the mic, so you can hear me very, very, very closely. And my voice now sounds a little bit like Barry White. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, so hi. I think this is actually the second week in a row that I've actually been doing a podcast. Hey, what the hell? That's actually kind of neat. I like that. So, what's been going on with Too White for 30 since I put out that first episode and basically saying what I wanted to accomplish in 2014? Well, things have definitely started to snowball, as it were. Get it? Yeah, anyway. So, I actually have a website now for this project that I'm calling Too White for 30. That's right. If you go to toowhitefor30.com, that's toowhitefor30.com, you can actually be able to see an actual website I set up for my very first album. Hey, I'm putting out an album. Yeah, okay. Applause to me. Yes, I'm putting out my first album, and it's coming out March 25th. That's right. It's not really a special day per se. I usually like, when I'm putting out projects, I usually like to sort of pick a specific day that means a lot to either myself or like I think that's very significant in a specific way. But no, I just was like, I wanted to put it out on a Tuesday and sometime in March, and it seemed that March 25th was the way to go. I actually considered putting it out on my sister's birthday on March 27th, but that seemed kind of weird. Yeah, because she's turning 22? Man, I feel old. But yeah, no, I decided, well, okay, I'll put it out 2 days beforehand so it doesn't seem like I'm capitalizing on her birthday or I'm taking over her birthday. But she's actually there. She's actually in the recording of the album. She was there in the audience when I recorded. So, yeah. But anyway, March 25th, 2014, that's when my album will come out. And I figured out exactly where I'm going to be putting it. And you're going to expect to see it on iTunes. It's definitely going to be on there. It's going to be on Bandcamp. It's going to be on Amazon. And it's going to be streaming free on SoundCloud and YouTube. Technically Bandcamp as well, because they stream the whole album for free, technically. But also, I am going to be putting it out. Actually, this is going to be really cool. I haven't actually talked about this to anybody, so this is exclusive. I wish I had like a little jingle that I could put like exclusive. Maybe I get Jeff Smith to do that for me. I don't know, whatever. But so I've been a big fan of a site called Hit Record. It's done by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You may know him from Dark Knight, Inception. I remember him as the kid from Angels in the Outfield. He also was on 30 Rock, or Third Rock from the Sun. Not 30 Rock, Third Rock from the Sun back in the day. But he started up this artist collaboration site back a couple of years ago. Actually, around the same time that I think I started This Week in Geek. I can't remember if it was 2005 or 2007. We started 2007. That's around Twig started. But anyway, so he started this site where he created this production company where any artist of any type, whether they're a musician, an actual artist, an illustrator, an actor, a writer, whatever, you can actually be able to go on the site, create stuff, and collaborate on different projects that are created by the community. And if they become popular enough, or if they become big enough, then they could actually become full-on projects that Hit Record and Joseph Gordon-Levitt would produce. For instance, they've put out books, they've put out albums, they've put out actual like recordings of shows. They've done stuff like screenings at TIFF and Sundance, and they just put out a TV show on Pivot. You can actually catch up the first episode online on YouTube. I wish I could be able to see more, because sadly, the only way to be able to watch it for free on Pivot is you have to have be on Dish Network or something like that in the States, and I just don't have I don't have satellite. I'm not in the States. Kind of sucks because I really wanted to see those. But I mean, the first episode's so good, so check it out. Hit Record on YouTube, or just Hit Record on TV. Just search for that, and the first episode will come up. But anyway, so I love that site. I've actually been absent on it off of it for about a year. I had an account like almost a year and a half, almost maybe 2 years ago. I started putting some stuff on there, loved what I was doing, and I just stopped, because that's just me. I stop things at times, and I just get too busy or just don't even bother. But I want to get back into it, so I am going to be writing some more stuff and maybe producing some more voiceover stuff through there, just because I want to collaborate on some projects with people. I don't even know who. I just want to collaborate on stuff. But I want to put out my album, Too White for 30, on Hit Record. Basically, so I'm just going to put up the entire audio of all the stories that I'm telling, and I'm going to put up the artwork too, and I'm just going to say, hey, feel free to create whatever you will with this. That's how I'm going to do it. It's sort of like Creative Commons, but instead of just putting out for everybody, I really love the Hit Record community, and hey, if something cool comes out of it, then great. Then hey, that's awesome. I just love seeing really cool stuff being made from other cool stuff, and I just hope that my stuff is worthy enough to be made cool stuff after. So yeah, repeat again, the album will be out on iTunes, Amazon, and Bandcamp, and then it'll be streamed on SoundCloud and YouTube, and then you can be able to collaborate on the project or create art with it via Hit Record. So I think I might put some stuff out more on other places too. I think in Spotify or something, maybe streaming service, who knows, but you can go to toowhitefor30.com and find that out when I announce it. Aha! So toowhitefor30.com. Now what else do I want to talk about? Okay, so actually, I want to do a contest. Yes, contest time. Yes, that's what I want to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do this contest for. I did not prepare anything. I did not write down anything. I have a piece of paper beside me, but I don't know where it came from. It's an email of something. I should read a line from it just because. Here we go. See attachment for more details. The markets have some great momentum at the moment. Let's capitalize. Let's all have a strong week, as I am sure attention will most certainly be split with the holiday season after Friday. There we go. That's just a random email sitting beside me in the recording studio. And I just got a message on my phone. Somebody liked to photo put on Instagram. There we go. Cool. So contest time. Yes. Putting off the inevitable. So I will give away, once the album is done, I will give away a digital copy of the album as a prize for helping to promote the album, because I want to do that. So how am I going to do this? I'm thinking Twitter or Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I will give. Hey, you know what the hell? I'll just give 2 digital copies of the album away, just cause why not? I'll give one to someone on Twitter, and I'll give one to someone on Facebook. So what you need to do is you need to let's go with Twitter rules. So Twitter rules, you have to put the hashtag 2white430. It's 2white430. And you have to link to the website, 2white430.com. And if you put my name in there, at Steve Saylor, basically listen to, or I'm excited for Steve Saylor's first album, 2white430, hashtag 2white430, 2white430.com. Sure. If you want to do that, write that out. That's fine. And if you do that, a random person on Twitter will win the album, or win a digital copy of the album when it comes out on, maybe even before, I don't know. Definitely by March 25th. And on Facebook, same deal. If you link to the website, 2white430.com, you can tag me, Steve Saylor. I'm pretty easy to find on there. You can use, I have a fan page, and I also have a personal account, and you can probably do both. I'll see it. And yeah, so tag me, put hashtag 2white430, 2white430, because that hashtags now work on Facebook, and put my website, 2white430.com, and just say I'm excited to hear it for the first time. And yeah, so let's do that, okay? Because I want to help, because that's the thing. I'm doing this as a way for me to be able to expand my career as far as my writing and my storytelling. I love writing stories. I love writing books, but I love performing my stories. I love telling people stories because it's more fun. You get to hear the inflection of my voice and and just see my body movements. If you see me live on stage, I can't tell you how cool it was to be on stage for the first time. I never performed stories in front of people before, in front of a live audience, and I was so happy to do it on my birthday, and I really want to do it again. So expect more from that. But this is the very beginning. This is the first step. So I want this to be extremely successful, and that's why I'm trying to push. I'm going to push as hard as I can right out to March 25th, so that this can launch into a much bigger career. And I mean, it's not like I'm trying to replace my day job, because I love my day job working at a radio station. But I want something cool. I want something cool in my life that's not just working in radio. Because yeah, I've been working 10 years, almost 10 years on putting stuff out on the web. And I've been proud of some of the stuff I put out. This Week in Geek and These Words Are Terrible are two of my most amazing projects that I love putting out, including Black Shadow. Black Shadow was one of the coolest things I ever got to do. I put it out because I wanted to write a book one day, and that was that. So I love putting that stuff out, but I've put in a lot of work, and I want to screw it. I want to reap the rewards of it. And I feel like this project has probably been the most passionate about, as far as my writing, as far as my storytelling, in years. Because I put out stuff, a few things here and there, and obviously the short story collection didn't really go as well as I hoped it would, and I don't consider it a huge failure because I was so super proud of the stories, but it wasn't as big as what Black Shadow was. And I want this to be big. So any help you can be able to provide by promoting this, by helping me out, I greatly appreciate it. All right, I've been recording for 14 minutes. So what else do I want to do? So contest, we've done that. Talked about the release date. Talked about the website. Okay. So now I don't know what to do. So I've been I've got all the edits done on basically the very first edits done on all the stories that was recorded that night. I had to edit quite a bit because there was a lot of rambling. There was a lot of talking to the crowd that really doesn't translate well unless you were there that night. So there was a lot of edits that I had to do, and I basically took the best stories or the best bits of that night, broke it down into tracks, and I've now done a complete edit of basically a first edit of all the stories of all the tracks. So now I'm just going to go back in and do another second pass, kind of re-edit some stuff, making sure that it sounds really good and basically polish it up. So I've got that done. But as I was editing the audio, I was listening to some of the stuff that was also recorded that night, and that was some of the musical performances. And I'm definitely, listening to it, I decided I actually do want to put all those recordings out on the website as basically bonus material for the album. The only thing sadly I couldn't get, I may be able to at least salvage something from it, but there was some video footage that was taken that night from the very beginning. There was some footage of Loretta Jean doing her burlesque act. It was a great Doctor Who Dalek thing. So I've got that. So I can definitely put that out. But I didn't get everything of Lucas Stark, who was the magician that night, who was so amazing. My goodness. I love magic. I love close-up magic, and he did some amazing stuff. He did everything from mentalism to just straight up stage magic and some great. It was some great it was so good, so good. So I got a little bit of that. So I'm hoping that there's enough I can salvage to put that out. So expect that to definitely be put out as bonus material for the album. That'll probably be put up on YouTube, I think, more likely. But going back to what I want to do, as I was editing the audio, I came across, obviously, the last performance of the night, which was done by my friends Courtney Lewis and Andy Ribbit. They collaborated with me on a cover story album I put out in October called House of the Rising Sun, which actually, if you go to the description of either the blog post on twowhitefor30.com, or if you're listening to this on YouTube, it's in the description below, the link. It's actually an album where I wrote a story, a horror story based on the song House of the Rising Sun. And I had two cover versions of the song. Now, one of them was done by Courtney Lewis and Andy Ribbit. So you can hear that version, but they also recorded it. They also played it live at my birthday, which was so good. Oh my goodness. I am so blown away by those two. As soon as I heard Courtney's voice for the first time here at work, it was amazing. And Andy, such an amazing performer. He really knows how to put together amazing pieces of music because he went to school for music composition. But I can really tell that there's, like, both those two, there's something there. And I'm just so happy that I got to, in a way, sort of put them together and just say, hey, make something really cool. So check out the House of the Rising Sun, the actual track off of the cover story album, House of the Rising Sun. But I'm actually going to play for you right now the actual live track of their performance of From My Birthday from Too White for 30, and that'll be right now. So take it away, Courtney and Andy.
Let's get this party started. So the first one we're gonna.
I thought the party was already started, Courtney.
Oh, it is when Lindsay got here. Hey, y'all. All right. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on his drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives living in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun, where there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Damn, wasn't that amazing? Holy crap. Oh, I'm so blown away by people's talent. Oh, it's so amazing. It's so cool. So, actually, you know what? Screw it. I think I'm going to put that out as a SoundCloud file, too. I don't know. If you go to twowhitefor30.com, and if there's a SoundCloud there, great. If not, I will definitely put that out on SoundCloud, and put it up on the website. But anyway, that's it. I actually really do need to I really do need to cut these podcasts shorter. I love the fact that it's over 20 minutes, but you know that sometimes that can be annoying. And I know I don't know. Tell me if you want to hear longer or shorter podcasts. I don't. You won't be offending me if you want shorter. That's not at all. I just want to know what works better for you. So, and if you got this far, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. I appreciate it. So that's it. That's it for me. twowhitefor30.com. Please, if you want to be able to win a copy of the album digitally, go to use Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. And also, oh yeah, so I put out a blog post last night I'm going to be doing more of these storytellers I admire. I'm going to be talking about filmmakers and people and storytellers that not just filmmakers, but storytellers in general that I admire, whether it's from the film world or even from stand-up comedy, because there's some really amazing performers that I just love listening to them tell stories, and I'm going to definitely be talking about those. So the first one I put up was actually of Quentin Tarantino, and you can check that out on twowhitefor30.com on the blog. That's where I put it there. So, yeah, that's it. All right. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm just Steve Saylor everywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. As always, I remain obediently yours. Bye, everybody.